Hello, lovely people. Hope you are well. Olin Jennings here, Spiritual Guide, coming to you on the Monday, the 2nd of October, with the channeled energies of the week, so that you know what to expect this week, so that you can navigate the energies, because, of course, we are all ultimately energy and we do get affected by what's going on around us and what is playing out in the cosmos. So, hope you're well. Can't quite believe it's October. So happy October. October is definitely a month of releasing a new start. You only need to look at the trees losing their leaves and the apples falling from the trees to see that it's all about letting go, but also allowing the new to come in. It really does have this energy of a restart, starting again, and that's absolutely fine. Even if you have decided to go in a completely new direction, it's all fine. Okay, it's better to start again than give up altogether, right? So it's that sort of energy all month, and it's starting off obviously this week. And this week it seems to be that relationships are in the spotlight. So relationships with others and the very important relationship that you have with yourself. So and yeah, there is definitely a feeling of new opportunities coming up this week. If they haven't already shown themselves, they are likely to do so. So quite a nice week, but a week where you're having to take care that you're not over giving, which I'll go into a bit more with my guides in a second. So yeah, so hopefully you'll take this on board when you are dealing with not only yourself but with other people too. Okay, it feels quite crucial this week. We had the full moon, I think it was Friday, and that has been, the energy of that is still around as well. So there's this fiery Aries energy around too, which is pushing us forward. Okay, so let's go. I'll bring my guides in now. Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to be here. So as Alwyn said, the spotlight this week seems to be on relationships. October, as Alwyn has also said, is a month of newness, starting again or restarting, however you wish to phrase it. Really forging ahead with your plans, not getting in your own way. This could be a very, very pivotal month for most of you. All right. So what we have coming in this week in particular centers around a relationship. So we're seeing that it's mainly your significant other this has to do with, but it can be any relationships. Okay, so they're in the spotlight. Now, relationships, they're good on the whole, right? It's nice to have relationships. It's nice to be involved with somebody else, especially if it's a significant other. But what's really important this week is you really look at that you're still staying in your own lane, so that you're still getting what you need from life. So you remain as a whole person, giving and receiving from a relationship, but not giving away your power, not giving away your energy. Because this then brings up the important question, question of how you treat yourself. How do you treat yourself? Lots of self-care needed, right? Lots of filling up your own well, if you like, before giving to others. We feel that some of you have been giving more than you've been receiving in your relationships, and this has led to an imbalance, possibly codependency in some relationships, and it's starting to show. There has been a lot of emphasis leading up to this month where you've been asked to look at your world, what's going on in your most significant relationships, and how you're being treated. Okay, so it's about, if you haven't already started to do this, really looking at what it is you're getting from this relationship, if this is resonating with you, if it's enough for you, if it's helping with your own mission, with your own way forward in life, or is it hindering you? Okay, so lots to consider if this is relevant to you, but it can also be other relationships too, so just watch out for that. But also, how are you sabotaging yourself? Are you putting everybody else before you? The Aries energy that's around at the moment is about putting yourself first for a change. And, everyone else, you can look after everybody else later. It's absolutely fine. It's not selfish. Okay. So, and then going along with that, we have this energy of what is it you want to do? There's this real creative energy coming in. Do you have an urge to try something new? It could just be a hobby. It doesn't have to be anything to do with, your business or your career. It could be something that you've wanted to do for a long time, but haven't. And it's that creative fire energy coming up. What would excite you? There is this real possibility this week of learning something new or starting to learn something new and really feeling happy about it, because it's got this light-hearted energy, but it's really raising your own vibration. You're giving something back to yourself. It's that kind of feeling. So it really is a lot to do with your relationship with yourself this week, and then seeing what's happening in your other relationships. The most important thing is that you recognize yourself as an individual, and that you have your own mission and your own things that you need to be getting on with, that you have every right to your own happiness without, as we say, giving away from your power. And we know this can be an overused phrase, okay? So what we really mean is, are you giving to other people first before you're looking after yourself? Because that's not right. This needs correcting, okay? What can you do first to make sure your needs are met? All right, so there's that analogy, isn't there, about when you're on an aeroplane and you're told to put your own oxygen mask on first. It's that kind of analogy, that kind of scenario. But there's also, this week's also great for new opportunities, perhaps things you haven't even thought about coming in as possibilities. Real new start energy. And of course, this can start with you, can't it? So it's a positive week. It might feel a little bit uncomfortable if the relationship is out of balance that we're speaking about. Where does it need some changes to be made? And that can be uncomfortable, but it's ultimately for your highest good and for the highest good of whoever it is that's on the other side, that's in this relationship with you. All right, so yes, definitely new opportunities. There's this lovely surging energy of moving forward and letting go of anything that's holding you back. Okay, we feel that's probably the main energies, so we wish you well. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. There's this feeling as I was channeling, where can you find some freedom? Where can you liberate yourself? Where can you match your desires? Yeah, and if you're being held back in a relationship where you feel like you're being held back, then that's stopping you from exploring other possibilities, and definitely a need for balance. I think October is going to be one of those months where, all the areas in our lives which aren't quite right will be highlighted, and as soon as we make a decision, it's going to be a quick decision, quick action, things happening quickly. So I hope that makes sense. But it's starting off this week. Relationships are in the spotlight. Don't lose yourself in a relationship, okay? Or if you have, then now is a good time to start unpicking that. All right, so don't forget my evenings are, when they're starting, 11th of October is the first one. They're going to be really amazing. I've only got a few spaces left. Really beautiful healing evenings. If you want to do all three, there's a discount. So there's one in October, one in November, one in December, and the replays are available if you can't attend live. And it's going to really help with this. I think it's interesting because when I put them together, I wasn't really thinking about what was going on each month energetically, but actually I'm seeing now that the galactic one is great for October, of course, because it's going to really help shift us forward. All right, so take care, have a lovely week, and I will be back next week. Bye for now.